All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rekakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, that taught me this truth through the Holy Spirit. And then sincere peace, blessings, and salutations to you, Akim, across the four corners of the earth that are pushing this knowledge and truth and in sincerity. It's your brother Barzal from the GMS Arizona Campbell as well, with another quick lesson edified through the Holy Spirit unto you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, which are the true children of Israel, according to the scriptures and according to the prophecy. Shalom. This is going to be a quick hit. And I was just watching this random video that popped up on my YouTube feed. And, Jake, we find something spiritual in everything. And, Lord willing, I can bring out some edification in this. But in this lesson, I'll probably entitle it, this ain't about skin color. Okay, this ain't about skin color. And so I got this video, like I said, random as fuck. I just so happened to click on the video and I'm like, damn, you look at this guy and he has the appearance of a so-called white man. But when you listen to him and when you watch his mannerisms and when you just, see his flavor, you could tell it's something different about him. And on the video, the description talks about how this guy has been going viral on social media. Well, why is he going viral? He's going viral because his demeanor, his speech, it don't line up with his appearance. And why is because the outward appearance doesn't explain what his spirit is. And this just further proves that this thing isn't about skin color. When we say this Israelite thing isn't about skin color, this is just an example of how you could, because I believe there's got to be an Israelite. This just goes to show you how you could be an Israelite and not look like, Richard Roundtree. Because Jake think every Israelite is supposed to look like Richard Roundtree, and that's not the case. So I'm going to play a few of these clips, fair use on this, just using this for informational purposes only. And I'm going to grab a quick precept or two and then close out. Like I said, this is going to be a quick hit. I just want to make the point.
Hey, he too strong? Ain't nothing in the rule book about being too strong or too hot, too tall, though.
That's so crazy.
Word. I ain't new to this shit. Hey, if he'd have made that shit, I would have kept going with it. Let's go.
You called it because you missed it.
I called it because you found him and missed it. If he would have made it, we'd have kept playing. It's called a pace and whistle, y'all.
That's it.
Pro whistle. Pro whistle, y'all.
Now you're going to miss those.
I can't control his free throws, though. Shorty put me on an Instagram video and it blew up. You know what I'm saying?
I that voice.
You see, he made a comment like somebody posted him up online, some Instagram video, and it went viral. And you see the chick said, yeah, it's probably your voice. It's because of his speech. You look at him in appearance, but then you hear him talk. Like if you were just talking to this guy on the phone, you wouldn't think that he would look that way. You would think he would look like a so-called black man, or. So it's because it's a different spirit in him. And it goes into how he was raised. He probably was raised in an environment that he was around black people. That plays a part in it too, but you can't fake the spirit, man. Let's get that precept real quick. This is Romans 8:16. It says, the spirit itself beareth witness. See, the spirit is going to testify who you are. That's going to bear witness of who you are. It says the spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit. If you're a spiritual man that has a true understanding of what this thing is truly about, is going to look at that and see that that's not an Edomite. That the spirit in that man more than likely goes back to Jake. It says that we are the children of the Most High, and if children, then heirs of the Most High, and joint heirs with Hamashiach. If so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. So yeah, the spirit itself bear witness with our spirit. See, and this is what's happening in this video. Let's keep going. The spirit is showing us that this ain't no, this ain't no Edomite. So you can't sit there and say and write this dude off and condemn him and tell him he's going to hell simply because of his outward appearance. That's why we be teaching our people like this. It's not about skin color. We got a so-called white man as far as appearance is concerned in our camp, man. But the beloved brother Kabash, and this dude, man, hey, that's a real brother, man. His spirit got to go back to Israel. When you talk to this dude, when you see his swag, what he about, man, and how fire he is in the spirit, man, his outward appearance don't tell the story. His spirit do. All right, let's keep going.
Yeah. Where you think his other hand was? On his waist, holding him down? You wouldn't want to bet on that, would you? Right here, baby.
Explain it to me. I'm Mike Tuck. Explain it to me. What happened?
I'm going to explain it to you. When the offense is in front of you and you behind him in there, that's a foul, baby. It's all good. Hey.
All right, now I want to get this other one. Then we'll grab another precept and close out.
No. It's on the ground. 14. Oh, no, they shouldn't even be out here, bro. Oh, they bad, bro. This is an abomination of basketball. You got to come to a stop, bro. You're not playing football. I'm sorry. But, hey, off the court, y'all. Off the court, yeah. I didn't call it, baby. You got to ask that official right there. 20. Line them up. Let's go. Maybe I will stop fouling in an hour or two. Oh, Lord. There you got dunked after you took about 5 damn steps. An abomination, bro. That's an abomination, bro. And everybody shouldn't play travel basketball, that they should practice before they play and work out. Prime example. More turnovers than points. Come on now. I'm not mad. It's a business. You can do what you do, but good God. Oh, my God.
You can't tell me that ain't Jake. Let me get it in Deuteronomy. Give me a second. This is Baruch 3 and 8. It says, "Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power." All right, so the Israelites have been scattered. We've been scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, all right, because of our iniquities. And in that scattering, we find ourselves in these other nations, and we lay with the women of the other nations. So when you lay with the women of the other nations, what do you think those babies are going to come out looking like? They're going to come out taking on partially the appearance of the other nations. They're not just going to come out looking like baby Richard Roundtree. This ain't a far-fetched concept to understand. There's brothers in the camp that have had babies with women of other nations, and those babies don't just coming out looking like the so-called black man, or just coming out looking one way. So that wouldn't be the case for the seed of Israel, especially when we mixing our seed amongst these other nations. And that ain't wicked. That ain't wicked, man. And I had this pulled up because As we know, Solomon had many wives. So let's see who or what nation some of Solomon's wives came from. Because Solomon wasn't just laying down with Israelite women. He had women of the other nations. So I type in Solomon's wives, and it says King Solomon is described in the Bible as having 700 wives of royal birth and 300 concubines. These wives were from various foreign nations, including the daughter of Pharaoh, as well as women from Moab, Ammon, Edom, Sidon, and the Hittites. The Bible states that these foreign wives ultimately led Solomon astray, influencing his heart to worship other gods instead of the Lord. And that's where he went off. But he didn't go off by laying with these women. So when Solomon laid with these women, do you think all of those babies came out looking one way? Absolutely not. It's not a hard concept to understand. So this is why you're going to have Israelites that come and look like the other nations. We go into this all the time, man. We go into this all the time. Isaiah 11:11, it says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which should be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and Elam and Shinar and Hamath and the islands of the sea. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel. Those are Israelite foreigners, man. Israelites, mingled amongst the other nations that because of that scattering that took place among our people. It says, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. Prophecy that we're seeing right now. Through the preaching of this word. Baruch 30, Baruch 3, Baruch 4, the 4th chapter, I believe. All right. So that's what we're seeing right now. We're being gathered, but gathered where? From all these other nations. When we're in them other nations, you know how Jake's spirit is. Jake gonna deal with the women. And Jake gonna deal with the women, and those babies are gonna come out looking like these other nations. But their seed, because the seed line is according to the house of the fathers, then that baby that comes out is an Israelite. Point blank and period. He don't have to come out looking like Richard Roundtree to be an Israelite. It's the spirit. It's the spirit. Let me get this one. I'm gonna close it out. Bear with me. Ezekiel 20:33, it says, as I live, saith the Lord power, surely with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and with fury poured out, will I rule over you. And I will bring you out from the people, and will gather you out of the countries wherein ye are scattered, with a mighty hand and with a stretched out arm, and with fury poured out. And I will bring you into the wilderness of the people, and there will I plead with you face to face. Yeah. So, the scriptures, all throughout the scriptures, is spoken about how we're going to go from a scattering to a gathering, and how the Lord is going to draw us out of these nations wherein we were scattered, and he's going to gather us back up together, man, and bring us out with a mighty hand, okay, a stretched out arm. That stretched out arm is this word going out, for the Lord to extend mercy unto the elect of the nation of Israel, so that when the time of thrashing and Yahushua comes back to destroy, that you might find mercy in that day, that you might be numbered amongst the elect and be delivered in that day. Okay, so this is the time that we're living in now, where the Lord is gathering his elect through the preaching of the word. But point of the video is not all Israelites are going to come looking like Richard Roundtree. You see, dark skin, afro. Not all Israelites in this time is going to come looking like that. But we've been mixing our seed amongst these other nations. And you got those that appear to be the other nations that are actually Israelites. Like the guy that I showed in the video. So anyway, Lord willing, I got the point across and this was edifying. Go ahead and close it out by giving all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, double honors unto the apostles and the others of Great Millstone, and peace to the hope of the elect. Shalom.